Today is Monday, October 7th, 2019, and we are here starting this morning with our Associate Executive Director, Ty Wilson.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. So, I was thinking back, your very first interview here on on Channel 6, 9,000 years ago, was with me, and they haven't let us get together since.
Yeah, it seems like it, right? A long time ago.
How long have you been here?
A little over, probably about 3.5 years now.
3.5 years.
Yes.
And how long in your new job?
97 hours. No, probably since August. Since August, yes, August 4th exactly, because I remember Chandra saying you're starting on that day. So it's been a treat ever since.
I bet it's been a huge learning experience.
Yes, just getting my arms around all the different departments and the many moving parts to being in this role. So
I remember when I first interviewed you, you gave me a copy of your resume because I'm thinking, oh, so he was a chef someplace. No, you had a whole lot more experience than that.
Yeah,
so you're bringing that experience to this job.
I'm trying. I think the best quality you can have in any one of these roles we have is really just our relationships that we built. But yes, through construction, the many parts of construction, looking at facility maintenance and management, those pieces, my background has helped me be able to kind of navigate through all those many moving parts.
Jump in and learn how they work here at Green Spring.
And Chandra just leaves me in charge. I wonder if she was crazy or not, but she left me in charge last week and this week.
For 2 weeks you're in
charge? For 2 weeks, yes.
We could make lots of changes.
So hopefully I leave it better than when she left it.
It'll be fine, I'm sure. Well, thanks for taking the time out this morning to talk with us.
Well, thank you.
So you want to talk about the survey a little bit this morning?
Yes, I did. We've been getting, a lot of feedback from residents about the survey. This year, Erickson did not know up front that Holleran was going to change the format of the survey. And so this year, the survey came out in a wonderful envelope this year. A lot of feedback from residents. They thought it was junk mail. So they took it, and I even had one resident said, I thought that was a coupon booklet from Giant. And so they threw it in the trash. So I wanted to, bring this on TV today and just let residents know that this is the resident satisfaction survey for 2019. It comes in this wonderful envelope that I guess they thought would be easier for residents to be able to just mail in. And then, of course, the standard survey that comes out every year. So
here's the survey itself. And the survey has a number of sections that look like this, asking you to give a rating on whatever the question is of 1 through 5.
Correct.
With 1 being the lowest.
Yes.
And 5 being the highest.
Correct.
So 5 is the goal.
Yes, 5 is the goal. And, we don't campaign. I know I have a button on that says take the survey for me. I'm not here to convince residents to rate us at a 5. What I am here to tell residents is that, the survey is good for the staff. I know there's sometimes issues about initiatives that may come down from our corporate partners that residents may not agree with. But the survey, the actual score ranking is about your day-to-day service that you get from the staff every single day.
From the individual staff members.
Correct.
And it has the areas to do 1 through 5, but then I'm showing you here on the back lots and lots of blank space.
Yes. Now, if you want to write Ty as an awesome leader on there, you can fill that out. But yes, if you have any comments that you want, and that's where you want to address some of those high-level things that, why are we doing construction all at once in 5 different places or things like that.
You might want to, I'm making this up, why don't we have some particular kind of roll at dinner?
Correct.
That's the place to say that.
Correct.
You're not upset with the entire dining program because we don't have your favorite rolls, but you can request them there.
Yes, just like a comment card. We read those feedback, those verbatims, and then try to come up with a plan for next year.
I think last year it was like 400 pages of the comments.
Yes, and Chandra wanted us to read every last verbatim. So we did, and every year we kind of go into a strategic meeting that'll happen for the exec team around the second week of December. And during that time, we'll kind of break down all the verbatims and things that we get from residents.
Right.
Try to create a strategy for next year on how we can improve. So,
Now, I can also do this online.
You can.
Because if someone tried to read my handwriting, you wouldn't have any idea what I was trying to say.
Correct. And the cool thing is that there's a little scan barcode on there that you can use your phone, your cell phone, and take a picture of it, and it automatically takes you to the survey as well.
So I could do the survey on my telephone.
You can.
If I had that kind of telephone.
Yes, if
which
you have
I
that type of
don't, but a lot
technology.
of people do.
No rotary phones, right?
Okay, so we have 3 ways to do it. You can handwrite it.
Yes.
You can do it on your computer, and there's a link here that tells you where to go. Or you can do it on your cell phone.
Correct.
I don't think there are many excuses.
No, there's not. And, and I just encourage residents, truly to fill out and complete the survey because, this year I've had the opportunity through my role as AED spearhead the resident satisfaction survey. So I do kind of see the trends and how we're doing, and we're probably somewhere around 50% of our total target.
A ways to go. And
correct.
The last day is the 18th of October.
Yes, so we don't have long to go. Residents
Right.
just received, actually today, we're going to be sending out a reminder in the mailboxes. It's just kind of that mid-level, midpoint campaign. It's just a reminder for residents to fill out the survey.
And there may be people who are kind of waiting I want to wait till the last day, so in case anything that I want to comment on, that's my guess.
Yes,
Right.
but either way, please fill out the survey because it gives us opportunity to improve. That's the only way we can improve on the services here. Honestly, my previous role in dining, it did help us be able to put certain systems in place. When we talk about menu variety, Greenspring led in that. It became enterprise-wide standard now. When we talked about sustainability and wanting to do paper straws, that came from the residents, and so it allowed us to have a voice.
So you were able to take this to go forward and say, this is what our residents tell us they want.
Correct. The comment card
That's
that we created is coming enterprise-wide so they can understand really that great feedback. And so, again, good feedback is what we need so we can be able to...
You want to hear from us.
Correct. We want to hear from you.
Excellent.
Good or bad, we want to hear from you.
But that's all right. That's okay. But sometimes that's the only way to hear. You don't hear the private conversations on the side.
Yes.
And that's what, as head of the Dining Services Committee, I always say, did you fill out a card? Did you fill out a card? Did you fill out a card? We keep hammering that in.
The only way we're going to see real change.
Right.
And since I'm not in dining services anymore, I don't have the residents pulling me on the arm saying, Ty, could you fix this for us? But if you see me in the hallway, please come to the administration office. I know a lot of residents have come, and anyone who's had a 5-minute conversation knows that I take that feedback and I'll jump right in and try to resolve some of those issues.
And if it's not your issue to resolve, you'll get in touch with the person that it is.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's good. Good deal.
So that's just all I wanted to share about the the survey.
Good. So you said when people stop you in the hall. I'm curious. In your new job, do people expect you to know everything about everything at Greenspring?
They do, and I, because Brad was wonderful, Melissa is wonderful, of course, and when I took over this role, I picked up Risk Connect. I picked up General Services as oversight.
You picked up what was the first one?
Risk Connect. So I
What is
basically evaluate all the accidents that happen on campus, whether they're staff or Risk Connect. Yes, it's a system that we use to evaluate resident falls, things like that, even with staff. So I'm constantly evaluating how many accidents we have on campus, and then through our safety committees and through our corporate partners, we come up with strategies on how to improve our overall safety on campus. And
interesting.
So that takes a lot of my time, just kind of looking at, and too, Melissa was deemed my peer buddy, so she's been, and Chandra been working partnership with me, and Priscilla, of course, just helping me get, acclimated to my role.
Right.
But, when it comes to construction, I think that's one of the biggest things because, I get a lot of feedback, all good feedback, about, questions about, where is it going, what's ahead. And so I try to do my best to inform residents, and I've been having a lot of family members come as well.
I've noticed that it surprised me that for all the transparency and all the information that you've given us over many months, I sat outside the fireside dining room the night after they put up the big wall, and it was, well, why are we doing this? Well, what's going on here? Well, we're going to have a new restaurant here. Did you not know? No, nobody told me.
I get that a lot, yes.
Yes, which is amazing.
I tell residents when they come and ask me, why are we building a new restaurant? We have so many other things that we wish we would have had on campus. In my previous role in dining, we did a lot of studies on the increased amount of EMVs and rollators. And so legally, we can't prevent someone from having an EMV or rollator. But what we can do is right now, we're currently shoving all of our residents into 3 3 dining facilities, eating between 4:15 and 6:45. So long-term plan is to change the hours of operation, add more flexibility and variety.
I've heard a lot of people say that. They'd like to be able to eat early or later, or have something that's open all afternoon.
Yes, and if we have more venues, then hopefully a lot of the residents will disperse, and we don't have such large amounts of
a little more
EMVs
flexibility.
enrollment. Oh, of course, of course.
That's good.
Of course. So that population isn't going to change, and I think we're gearing up for the future.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So construction is exciting. I'm one of the lucky ones. My balcony overlooks the construction site, and I just spend way too much time out there watching them.
Yes, and it's moving right along. In October we'll get the PNC Bank in that lower hallway back. Majority of the phase 1, what we call it, which consists of the upstairs corridor for the library, the Potomac Cafe, the classroom, all of that stuff would be, hopefully turned over by the end of October, beginning of November.
Good.
There will be some kind of punch list items, so we hope to have everything up and running by December. Bathrooms and things will be available.
So the good news, in case people haven't seen any of the publicity about it, our library is not closing. It's going to temporarily move down the hall in Grove Terrace to an empty apartment.
Yes, Grove Terrace 114. So
right
the plan
by the
is
elevators.
Right by the elevators. We wanted it to be convenient for residents, and we were able to get an apartment. We've worked with the Library Club Committee, and they've done. Ben Simmons and his team has come in and really, went in and mapped out the apartment, what books we can keep. We got a company.
We can't take everything, I'm sure.
Yes, we cannot. So we're going to store a lot of the books in a temperature-controlled storage facility until the library area is complete, and then we'll return them.
Great.
Yeah.
I think that's because I'm sure everyone was thinking, they're going to close the library. What am I going to do?
Yes. And so, we hope to get those areas back. But also what I heard from residents is, what is these areas going to look like in the future? Is there any way that we can see it? And I get that a lot from resident family members as well. So what we're currently working on is, we know construction can be an eyesore. We have these huge walls that we put up. I've heard jokes about the Great Wall. So, our plan is to add huge renderings to those walls to make the, so it's not such an eyesore, and that our guests and
so you
resident
kind of
family
see an idea of what it's going to look like.
Correct. And then, eventually we'll put those up on the wall so you can see huge, large, life-size renderings. When I was in higher education, we used to do full wall screen prints of what it's going to be, but we thought we didn't want residents running into the wall.
Sometimes you see them on construction fences.
Yes, and we're going to add actually some of the renderings to the construction fence, not only for IL, but Garden Ridge as well.
Good.
And so that should help, answer some of the resident questions. We're also going to put up the floor plans as well, so residents kind of see what's going on.
I'm sorry, I am addicted to floor plans.
Yes. So
I even snuck in one time in the craft room. They had and they're this thick, the big books from which the construction people work that shows you exactly where everything's going to be. That was fascinating.
Yeah, you can stop into administration office anytime and look at those books, but we want to simplify it, and make it easier for.
Put that floor plan up there. And
100%.
As I said to you, you can look at a recipe and visualize what the end product's going to look like. I can look at a floor plan and visualize it.
And believe it or not, I tell residents all the time, one of the things that, for staff, it's important for them to see it as well. Because, we spend 10, 12 hours here a day, and you know that better than us, but this is our home too. And, and so we want to work in a great environment too. And so it's important for us to get this construction done, get our staff back to full capacity, and them being able to operate in the facilities. So it's an inconvenience for both of us, but we are, managing that piece.
I do hear fewer people complaining now.
Yes.
Because they're seeing what's going on, and they're realizing how exciting it is to watch it.
Yeah, I think a lot of conversation happened back in the day where they was like, when are we going to start this construction 5 years ago, and now it's here upon us.
We're doing it.
And then it may be, a lot going on, but I'm excited to get through it and see it and get it done. Green Spring needs to look like the level of what we want it to be. And we, I consider this place a high-end retirement center, and I want the decor to match match what we
I think the
communicate.
construction people like it too. They're eating lunch in the fireside.
Yes, they
a whole lot of them.
Yes, they are enjoying the food that we have here.
Yeah.
They actually were participating in the smokehouse barbecues that
did
were
they?
outside. Yes,
Terrific.
And so that's going to be exciting
That's
as
good.
well, just to have them participate.
So lots going on, lots of new things coming along. We're excited.
Yes, yes.
Ty, we're out of time.
Wow, that was quick.
That was quick. Thank you for joining us today,
Well, thank you for having me.
and good luck with all that's coming up.